So what's up, man? I know it's only been a couple days. What you been up to? What's the word?
I've done a lot of drinking over the last couple of days.
Good for you.
We went to Jasmine's friend's boyfriend's birthday party. Say that 5 times.
Jasmine's friend's boyfriend. I'm following.
Jasmine's friend's birthday. And it was a lot of fun. Lots of Army guys there. Those are pretty much the only friends he has.
Like G.I. Joes? Like you guys were? Did you put them together like and have a battle?
Yeah, the little green men.
Little green Army guys. Did you have the parachute ones?
Ooh, the ones you can throw in the air.
Yeah, and they never work.
No.
They just go torpedoing to the ground.
Yeah,
and then I would do the screams in the back. Ah, my leg.
So much blood.
My
parachute's not working.
So much blood.
I'm running toward the ground. No, other than it was fun. I had a lot of fun with that birthday party.
That's good. You guys, that was yesterday, right?
Yeah, we watched the Mcgregor fight over there.
Did you? Wow, what did you think about that? Let's get right into it.
Well, where to start?
Yeah, I mean the fight itself. Did you have a prediction going in? Did you think Conor?
My only prediction was that Conor McGregor, Kahbib was going to rush in first round, and Conor was going to land the left, and then that would have been it. But because it went past that first round, I was like, he looks fucking tired.
Yeah,
he looked gassed the whole time.
Yeah, and the commentators Joe and John Anik, they were both talking about how they thought Kahbib looked tired, like in the third round. I don't think he looked tired. I think he was, because he was still talking, and he was just kind of, it almost seemed like he was going to let Conor try to stand and bang for a minute, because they really stood there. That's what she said.
I think
but
Kahbib
they really
was
stood
standing
there.
up with him. That little part where they were going, Kahbib wasn't even trying to shoot in on him or nothing. Yeah. But
I heard a couple guys on some other podcasts I listened to talk about how they thought that Kahbib had issues shooting from a distance, like doing takedowns from a distance. They thought he was more of a getting close, get a hold of you, take you down kind of guy. He was shooting from across the octagon and taking him down from way.
It looked really easy.
And there was nothing. Yeah, he just tore. As soon as it went to the ground, Conor had, no control. Kahbib had complete and utter control of everything.
And that's what everyone's been saying since they announced this fight, is that Kahbib is a really good fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
And he really is. And he outclasses Conor in wrestling by far.
Yeah.
As was evident.
My whole thing, even before the fight, I wanted Conor to win, and honestly, I thought he would have. I think he's it's real hard to beat a really good pinpoint striker like that, because you kind of have to be able to punch your way into a takedown and defend yourself, because if you just go in with your hands down, he's going to rock you.
The way Fedor does it.
Yeah, so you got to kind of throw a feint or something, get him to get his hands up so that you can take him down, because Conor's just, that left is just always loaded.
And you're
he's
open
ready
to
to
it.
throw it. Yeah, so
that's
that's why I honestly thought he was going to win, but I was also saying that it's kind of hard to argue with somebody who is going into the fight was 26-0 and never lost a round.
Not even lost a round. Yeah, not a single one. Yeah,
that's unheard of. That's absurd. Exactly what they thought was going to happen if Kahbib won the fight is exactly what happened. He just took him down and beat him up.
See, and when he tapped out, I didn't see that he had his neck turned back like this.
He didn't have
because he had his chin underneath it, so I thought he was okay.
It's a neck crank.
Yeah,
he just torqued his neck so hard that it hurt his neck so bad he tapped out. Yeah, that's just raw power is what that is.
That's what happens when you wrestle bears.
Yeah, and I was saying with the guys that I was watching with, some of the guys from the softball team, Kahbib walks around pretty heavy. They fought at 155. Kahbib has a lot of trouble, or has in the past, with getting down to that weight, because he walks around at like 200 pounds. He's a huge guy, and you can even see it in his frame. His arms and legs look kind of like scrawny or not real defined, but his bone structure is real big, like his ribs and stuff.
He's the Russian bone structure.
Yeah, yes, and he's got that big old melon.
Yeah,
but it's just he just is stronger. He's stronger than everybody.
And when you wrestle, you have that gift of being able to drop weight very rapidly.
Yeah, you're used to it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a crazy thing. That's what I hated about wrestling when I was younger, because I was always a fat kid. They're like, we need you to drop 20 pounds. I'm like,
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm 13, and maybe I'll get taller, but right now it's not happening.
What did you think about what happened post-fight?
It spun out of control. Did Kahbib jump the octagon to go fight someone else?
He jumped out to fight, I guess, members of Connor's team, like
Jesus.
some of the people in his corner. But he did like that crazy jumping kick at one of the guys. Did you see that? He like jumped off the platform and tried to kick one of the dudes in the head. And then one of
was it one of the people that was with Connor at the bus incident? I'm
sure that's where a lot of it stems from. But Kahbib afterwards at the post-fight conference was talking about how the reason that he did that was because Connor was talking about his family and his religion and his country or whatever. I guess he
was dogging on him for worshiping Allah.
Well, I guess the shit talk just went deeper than it was intended, and guys like Kahbib, I don't think they don't.
Well, he's devout.
They don't understand.
He's a devout person,
and I don't think that he understands that that's part of the game. I think because it's not a part of the game for him. He's just like, I will walk you down, and I will take you to the ground, and I'll pummel you, and that's what's going to happen. He doesn't talk about he doesn't really talk shit very much, because he hasn't. It's hard for him. So when someone like Connor, who's very good at that, very good at talking shit, very good at getting in your head,
it goes past when the fight's over.
Yeah, and he does it on purpose. He's trying to get you to that point. And
that's another reason I thought Connor would win, because he gets people riled up for weeks before the fight even happens, and then he comes in there all, fucking fine.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm cool. I am cool.
And he,
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You'll do fucking nothing.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, he, that's all just to sell fights, though. He's very humble, post-fight.
Yeah, I love Connor's post-fight. He's like, I did everything I could.
Yeah.
He's cut me with the left, puts me in a rear naked choke.
He's very humble in defeat. He doesn't make excuses. Totally he beat me. That it is what it is, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because he's so hated for the way he is. I mean, he is flashy.
I think if people that hate Conor McGregor, I don't know if they've watched post-interview fights.
No, most people don't.
Paints a different picture.
Most people don't. Most generic UFC fans, they watch the fights. Once the fights are over, they turn it off, which is fine. That's the moral of the story anyway. That's what's
they wear affliction shirts and
it's hard to
bedazzled jeans.
It's hard to get the point across to those people. Like, he's just doing that to sell the fight. People like to see it. People want to see him get crazy and smack Kahbib at the weigh-ins and try to kick him in the face or whatever he tried to do.
Yeah.
He's out of his mind. I mean, he's smart. And what he does sells fights. You can't deny it.